it's like, do you see how the Americans are sort of out of the loop, Gary? I mean, it's like, see how they treat Canadians? It's like, I was right there in front of people. I lived in Tennessee. I lived in Florida. I was just like you. You were just like me, or whatever. And it's like, do you understand how some people are out of the fucking out of their minds or whatever when they talk like about like other places in the world? Like Canada, I'm telling you, is just like the United States. Like the guys right here, it's like we're right in front of each other. And it's like, but you do got these certain ones. And that's that Civil War shit. Let's see. Why like people was like, there was the America and everything, and everybody was cool and all that. But then you had certain ones that they just off and they just didn't like this certain character. There's just the ones they didn't like. They're just the ones that was always really, really, really meany talking shit about the certain side. They was actually hurting each other certain sides. From north to south. It was the north versus the south. But now the north of the United States is set a lot more south than it used to be. The North United States, when they was squirrel idiots or whatever, when they first landed or whatever, they used to think that North, like Delaware, New York, and all that was like North. But then they figured it out. They was like, no, 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 North's Canada and like all that or whatever. So now New York and all these top states and whatever, all the whole top states are all sort of way more southern than they used to be. South. And they've became a lot more like the South. And the deep, 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 deep South, that's the deep, 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 deep South, right? And then them Canadians, them are like just like how the old Northerners in the US used to be. If you're thinking like that. But we're all really, I've always said, all North American. I consider myself an American. I even live down in the United States because they call themselves American. A lot of Canadians, they will not call themselves American. They do not understand the logistics to what my theory is with calling myself an American. You talk to any other Canadian on this land, they might give you trouble if you try to get them to call themselves an American. I see it every once in a while. I'm an American too. I'm North American. It's just like United States, just a little bit more north. But you got some hardhead ones that, but they usually subside. They'll nod their head and be like, yeah, yeah, I get what you're saying. We're in North America.